Hey man, as far as Abit's question,
Mhm.
how do we make Hex go viral? Yo,
Go
first of
for it.
all, my next track, my next song, that's gonna be, I'll tell you right now, it's gonna go viral. I'm talking about Hex in it, but I'm talking a million views. But that's first of all. Second of all, us, man, the Hexicans, we got so much power on Twitter. Like, if Corey Costa comments on a post, all the Hexicans run over there and hit the like, and now we're ratioing famous people's content. You know what I mean? Now
I did
I'm the
that
same
before.
way. Yeah, I'm jumping on like people in like academics and stuff. I'm jumping on their posts, and all the Hexicans are showing up, and now I'm rising to the top of the comments. Like, we got power here, so it's not gonna take a lot to make this go viral. Richard can only do so much. But I feel like I could kind of carry that outrage marketing mantle from him, so he could just kind of lay back, run his, project. And yeah, I mean, we'll
Yeah.
see. And more guys are going to step up with more ideas. I'm telling, I see it happening already.
Well, that's something that he's talked about, that it always, it's like everyone always forgets about this. They focus on, the glory part, which is great. That's his mission, all this stuff. They focus on the products or otherwise. But if you, coming from the guy who's clipped and watched and clipped hundreds of hours of his streams and stuff, the thing that always makes me just like, it's so refreshing when I hear him talk about is community. He says the community is the most important thing. He's here for the community. And I know that's like, you could take that at face value. Oh, it's such a, okay, that doesn't mean anything, blah, blah, blah. But if you look at all the products built on PulseChain, you look at everything people are building on Hex and all the people involved and all the money that went in the sack and all this stuff, you see one common theme. It is the community. The community has made this successful. He laid the foundation, but we are actually making this stuff happen. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah, man. Each and every one of us.
Community, dude, has been, well, I mean, everything built. Like, he got Hex. Cool. But like everything outside of that is all built by the community, all done by the community.
We all
100% what you
inspire
just
each
said.
other. Yeah, we all inspire each other, bro. It's nuts. Like ATX, I seen you coming public, and you inspired me. I'm like, you know what? I'm coming public too. And now we got a show together. Is like, I feel like you're my best friend now, bro. It's
Hey,
nuts.
let's go. Facts on
nuts,
facts,
man.
dude. Every Wednesday, me and Westcott hop on and actually
man.
do a stream earlier. I know it's Wednesday still. I forgot today was still Wednesday. But yeah, exactly. That's what we do, man. And this we feed off each other, man. We all feed off each other. RHMax, I'll be watching every single one of your videos. So much love to everything you're doing the snippets, because guys, people need to see the Richard Hart from the back in the day. Like,
yeah,
that's what that's oh my gosh, that's where I got in. You see that Richard Hart and you're like, wow. Before the outrage marketing, before all that, like, if you didn't see his self-help videos, go watch them, right? And then you watch when he starts building Hex and just answering questions in 5-hour live streams where he would just answer like a billionaire sitting here answering fun questions for everyone. Like,
he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do this, and he still does it.
That's what I love. It. You say billionaire. I'm like, facts, dude. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I love about. I mean, thank you for the compliment on the vintage stuff, because I think it was an idea I had, and then I just couldn't stop doing it. And literally before the stream, I was still clipping. I'm like, I got to get to 200 clips. I have to get to 200. I'm at 186 right now. I'm getting to 200, and then I'll stop, and then I probably won't. But it is like, it's driven this thing. I can't believe how many views I get from them. And I'm like, wow, people actually care. Especially the first few, they were like, oh, thank you so much for posting this. Like, this is great to see him. That's the Richard I fell in love with, all that stuff. And I'm like, I didn't imagine I'd have that kind of impact. Others thought it was a unique, cool thing to do, and it would have some value. But people really been liking it. So that's motivation for me too.
Hell yeah.
But for the virality part, I posted this the other day, and just to kind of help people realize that you can have an impact on this stuff. It's not because I got, you don't have to have a lot of followers to post these shorts and get tons and tons of views.
Right.
And so let me ask this real fast, RHMax, because someone on our stream earlier today was like, hey, when's a good time to actually upload and post these shorts? Is there a particular time? And so I'll just kind of give you my little answer, and it was more or less like, just post it, because these videos that you're seeing, they don't just launch and you post it and it just goes straight to 11K. Half the time you post it, you only may get like a couple hundred, or even a few, or 20 or 30. But then a week later, you see it go up 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Do you see something similar happen on YouTube?
I think that's a great answer. Yeah, I haven't seen any correlation which time would help better. I think with like the videos, like just the regular videos, not the shorts, I usually do early in the morning. So people waking up on the East Coast, can, the first thing they see on the phone type of thing. And the West Coast, there's like, I don't know, it's probably 10 times more people in crypto and stuff on the East Coast, I think, or at least in their ecosystem from what my intuition at least. So anyways, that's on the clips, but for the shorts, I don't think it matters. And then to your point on like, you don't need to see results in 24 hours. It could take a week or two. That wait, did he say Bitcoin wasn't the best crypto video? I think that's a week or two old. Like it needed a week or so to hit 10K views. And now, I mean, I don't know how many views it has. It probably has maybe a couple thousand more, but people are still commenting on it. Like you don't usually see 2 weeks after a video still getting comments and likes and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think you put it best. That's what I've seen as well.
Yeah. So are you converting any of these shorts into Instagram as well? Have you done that? Have you made them into reels?
They're available to do that. So, okay, let me back up. So I have Instagram. I have TikTok. And I used to have someone managing them to post videos of clips from my channel. But then around the same time I did the RH Vintage Clips project, I also, that same week, I stopped streaming for like 10 days and did all this extra stuff I want to get out of the way. I was able to facilitate the generation of like 100 plus shorts, which I mentioned in this tweet as well. Free to use. You can post them anywhere, and they work on Instagram. They work on TikTok. They work on YouTube. The resolution should work fine on all those. Although I know Instagram has some differences, but there's the ones I had made before, I think they had to adjust them for Instagram. So your Instagram question, I haven't been posting them, but I think you could either post these directly that are shared in that Telegram channel or adjust them a little bit for them to work for Reels. But I would ask you this question too. Have you been posting on Instagram, and have you seen that gain traction versus YouTube Shorts or TikTok?
So I started to, and then, with life, you just start focusing on different things. So I started making shorts. That was kind of how I began, kind of the same way you did, where I was just making shorts about Richard Hart, some vintage stuff that he said, some items that I just really heard, how, Hex is better than Bitcoin, that kind of stuff. And so I would make those videos, and it did really well. And then I found that if, you entertain the people of Instagram with something underneath it. So I did one with Kevin O'Leary, reacting to Richard Hart, even though obviously Kevin O'Leary did not. But you just have Kevin O'Leary underneath it, just kind of looking at his iPad, doing like that. That video alone probably got like 20,000 or something like that. Something just wild. And the comments that came through, hate, love. Instagram, I felt, has more hate. So it kind of steered me away from Instagram, because I like replying to people. And whenever I see replies full of hate, I'm like, y'all are just hateful people. Like, you got a black soul, man. You got to go cleanse your soul and then just come back and let's talk. Like, I want to be friends, but you got some hate in your heart. Yeah. And so that kind of steered me away from Instagram. But
Instagram is too cool. People are too cool.
Yeah, I saw probably more views than I'd ever seen posting to Instagram doing those shorts than I had seen on YouTube. And then of course I started messing with other stuff because, dude, I got ADHD or something. I don't know. Yeah. I want to make content, and then I find new content that I want to start making. And I'm like, oh, I could do this instead. And then I just went to yes.
Right. What about
are you like a motherfucker, dude?
Have you guys posted directly to Twitter, like not the YouTube short link, but an actual video directly to Twitter? Have you tried that?
Yeah, I haven't.
Okay, cool. Your RHMax, I'm telling you, try that, bro. Because the way the community retweets, that's what's happening with my videos. I'm not posting the YouTube link. I'll post it straight to Twitter, and people just, as soon as they log into Twitter, they get to watch the video right there. Yep. They don't got to click on a link, leave Twitter.
I thought about that, actually.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, it works.
I might try that. Yeah.
Twitter is a fireplace to do that. Even live streams, you can actually get an RTMP and have it streamed to Twitter, and that's what I was doing before. I haven't done it for like the last week, just because I'm trying to test stuff out right now. This is me just going through a test phase to see if it affects anything or changes anything. But I would say replays, I would get probably like 300 people watching at a time on replays on Twitter.
Nice.
Which is very, very interesting. But I don't know if it led back to YouTube.
That's what I've been doing now. Just we're live on Twitter and YouTube, and StreamYard lets you just choose, like, hey, send it to both. Send it to Facebook if you want to do it too. So I started doing that recently, and I've that creates a tweet. People can see the video live there. The one tip I have for that, if you do it, is if you want more people to come on YouTube or come in the chat, then what I do, I create it and then go get the YouTube link and then go back and edit the title. Say, join us in the chat at the YouTube link. So if they want to click on it, you get more people in the chat. So that's the trick I found.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get with you on that a little bit later too. Because that was something I love getting
alpha,
people in.
Multi-streaming alpha. Yeah. I just figured it out. But one more thing on this before I got one more gentleman I want to bring in. On captions. So that's the most important thing on these videos. Yeah, you got to have a good video, but the captions I found using the billionaire hashtag has done really well.
Okay.
You know, I do billionaire, I do, you know, Hex, PulseChain stuff. I do hashtag crypto, hashtag Bitcoin if it has something to do with that, or if I just want to like reference in some way. But yeah, people like to click on to see what billionaires have to say on particular topics. Wow. And you don't need to tag Richard, just tag billionaire and then tag Hex and PulseChain and then you know Richard otherwise. So that's one other thing I'll share.
I would share that's exactly what you're doing. So I would share Scivive quotes. And then Wild SJ really took over and started doing that like crazy. But I would make I would make Scivive quotes with the like a background of like a motocross going through the woods or something like that, right? And then the quote would pop up and it would be there. But that billionaire hashtag, my gosh, dude, people love it. They absolutely eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
They want to know how to do that. So,
millionaire don't quite get it. Billionaire, let's go.
Definitely.